login.inflibnet.ac.in. And what do you feel that there are window of two types. First one is login original Webinox. Another one is login original admin panel. It means to say the institution can log in through this admin panel, and being individual as research scholar, as supervisor, as coordinator, you can log in through this. I hope everything is visible to you all and audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Practically, I have to click on it and you will see the domain name has been changed. The domain name becomes secure.urkun.com. Therefore, I have stated that the window is meant for original arrest while the name of this software was Urkund. There are boxes there, dialog box is saying, welcome to original, sign in as your institution. But I am entering here through my name and my password. Just I am clicking and you have been signed in because of I have taken all kind of the formalities and I have completed all kind of the formalities which are required by the Department of Commerce as well as the Chaudhary Devlali University Sirsa. For the purpose of entering or signing, I have to create my login ID with the permission of the coordinator in FlipNet. My dear scholars, you just visit the library and get it registered yourself on this portal as the user of the Urkund or the original. As I already stated that. Here you can see inbox is there, and before that you will see here the settings etc. and it is my address sskcdlu.cdlu analyze.urkun.com. That will be my address. On that day, mean to say previous lecture, we have conveyed to you that okay, I am uploading one document and we will see what will happen with this document and what is the report of that document. I hope that lecture was delivered on 10th of the December. If I just open my email, there is a report. On Saturday, we have discussed that. And the ID of that particular document was D122021364. And it was uploaded by us on 9:43. And after that, I received the report of this, that is 9:46 a.m. And now I am willing to share with you all this report, how it will be read, or you can say how you can read that particular document and how I have read it. Here is, there are two IDs. Click here to open the analysis and click here to open the document. Firstly, let me know what was the document. Document was the matter which was uploaded by me on that particular Urkund software in its database. That was the document which I have uploaded on that. I have the PDF file and I just uploaded it, and what I received, that is result is available here. You can see 100% similarity. Why? Because of that document was in the portal, or you can say in the public domain. The document received on this, and for the purpose of the similarity check, now you can see here the date is different. Here is 5:13 a.m. and by however you can see that is 9:46 a.m. there is a gap of near about 5.5 hours. Because of this report is created by the California or the New Zealand offices, where the registered office is there. That's why there is a gap of the time. Therefore, you should not confuse yourself regarding this. Here, you have to look it here. That is our report. What kind of the report you will see, and what kind of the documents you can receive, and how you will analyze, how you can view that. Here is view all pages. The document was of 10 pages. The first page was this. It was the notification, and it is stated that where you have retrieved, mean to say that is jiit.ac.in, mean to say the material which is available here, that has been pasted, that has been created on the similar basis at this particular website. Another document is there, or you can say you can open the fifth number page. Now you can see this document again, jiit.ac.in, and the page number 10 you can see. These are also the documents where you have been received. If you are willing to click the address of it, it will go beyond that particular website of the original, but it will show where the document is already available in the public domain. This is this. That document was uploaded on this particular address, and the original or the Urkun software has retrieved that document and find out where the document source is available in the public domain, or where the public document is available and on which website it is available. That is the feature of this particular software. It will find the source and the number of the words and the matching blocks, which document, which part of the document, which page of the document is being matched with the other document which are available in the public domain. I hope everything is clear in this regard.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many of you or how you have retrieved these documents? If you have the account, it is possible at that moment. You have to take the your ID from the library, and then you can enjoy the similarity check through this software. Any of you have taken? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir, I have used.
Okay. Now, today's topic, it is related to our matrix. It means to say our research matrix are there. That is the part of the last unit, or you can say your syllabi, the last unit is there, and after that we will discuss different citation databases and indexing databases, and then we will see different software tools or the tools which are related to the journal finder, Elsevier journal finder, Springer, Suggester, etc., etc. Before that, I have to discuss with you all about the research matrix. Before starting this, I have to thank and I have to acknowledge the contribution of Taylor and Francis Group and Informa Business, who have prepared a particular guide for the research matrix. That's why we all are acknowledging it, because of this particular group of the editors. They also offer different type of the resources. I have been logged in with them, and they supply these documents through my email. And one of the document that I found, it is very much important for me to share with you all, that what is the purpose and what is the meaning of the research matrix. Because of we being the publisher, being the journalist, being the author, being the academician, we must know what is the impact of that. If I'm saying brand positioning, being the student of the marketing, brand positioning mean to say where my product stands in the market, what is its image. Similarly, the research metrics are those which will provide the information about the status, relevance, position, publicity, accessibility, reachability, and approachability of that particular journal or the author or the article or the publisher. That's why we are going to share with you all how to understand and what is the relevance of that research matrix. Today's lecture, we will elaborate different points, and these points are: what are research metrics? Because of these metrics will give a glimpse to you before submitting a document, before submitting a paper to anyone. And you can visualize and analyze what is the reputation of that journal, what is the reputation of that publisher, and what is the reputation of you. You mean to say, as an author, where you stand in the market. Have you enrolled in the Scopus, Web of the Science, Abasco? Different databases are there. If you have published your documents, where you stand, that will display it, or that can be displayed by this particular research matrix. Now, the first point which we have to discuss or elaborate, what are research matrix? Then citation based matrix. What it mean to say? As in, when I will cite my document, that is self citation. If you will cite my document, it is citation. Mean to say how many times your document has been referred or have been referred. Different articles are there, different journals are there. If they have been referred by you in your paper, and that is known as your bibliometrics, matrix, reference, as well as the citation. Mean to say what kind of the document you have cited in your work. Suppose you are doing the review of literature. The word I have utilized here, bibliometrics, mean to say matrix of the bibliography. I will share with you all, no problem. Here the citation based, mean to say number of the times your paper has been cited or your work has been cited by any one of the author or yourself also. We cannot exclude ourselves. If I am citing my paper in my work, that will be the part of my citation. Yes, surely. Second one is, or the third point is, publisher provided uses matrix. Sometimes, as I told you earlier, author based, journal based, publisher based. These three type of the metrics we have. Journal matrix is to be given by the editor of the journal. Publisher will provide the impact factor or the metrics regarding the usage of the data. And the author matrix will be provided by different databases on the basis of the citation work of that author. Next one is alt matrix. It is simply the matrix meant to say detail of the above. It will provide the graphical picture as a database, and will give the information about the author or the journal or the publisher all at one time. Now, the fifth one is how to use research metrics to monitor your journal. Being the editor of the journal, how I have to use that metrics. These contents are to be elaborated today. Therefore, we should keep in touch with you all. I hope everything is audible and visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Now, before discussing that, I have to give some glimpses of my Google Scholar. It is with me. Here is Google Scholar. It is also a matrix provider which will provide the matrix about you. You can see here in the right side, cited by, view all, citation 18, H index 2, I10 index 1. What is the meaning of the H index? What is the meaning of the I10 index? And otherwise, below you can see one of the paper is very huge or got so many citations which is being given in the list at the first point or on the top. It is cited 11 times. Now you can see it is a simply matrix before you of the author and the co-authors if they are, and we can visualize these things. Today we have to discuss this thing. What is the meaning of the I10 index? What is the meaning of the H index? And what is the meaning of the citation? Here I have utilized the word citation, mean to say your work has been cited. By whom? Where? If I just click on it here 11, now citation based matrix is there. Here these are the works. It is my paper. And who has cited? Cited by 2. It is cited. And below that you can go 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And then the next page is there. What is that? That is citation. Who have cited your paper in their work. And you can visualize their work also, where they have cited. If you see cite, yes. If you are willing to cite this paper, the citation style is given in the MLA style, APA style, Chicago style, Harvard style, and Vancouver style. Different styles, citation styles. I will deliver a lecture on citation styles to you also. No problem. Here, what I am going to say here. What are these? Academia.edu. These are the databases. Or these are the organizations which provides what? They provide the metrics of your work. Academia.edu, researchgate.net, JDBI Kolkata.in. What are these? These are the publishers, or you can say database providers, or you can say these are the owners or those organizations who organize the whole data, which is available in the public domain, and they club it at one server, you can say, or at the one cloud, and then they will find, okay, who have cited your work, and then they will provide such kind of the graph. Here the Google Scholar is what? Google Scholar is a database which will provide the information about your working, about your research work, who is citing your work, where it was cited, and how many times it was cited. Now, from this graph you can visualize. You just keep in mind what is that. First one is, I just go through the citation based matrix. Sometimes what you will see, I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First I am saying Impact factor. What is the meaning of the impact factor? Let me clarify you all. That is citation based metrics. Number one, it is not author based, it is not journal based, it is not data based. It is simply citation based. Mean to say, where your paper has been cited, where your journal has been cited, where your database has been cited. Here is the definition you can see. I will share this document with you all. Don't bother about it. The impact factor is probably the most well-known matrix of assessing the journal performance. The single line, it is very much clear. The impact factor of a person is not available, of an author is not available. It is simply the impact factor, mean to say the publicity or the reputation of a journal. What kind of the journal is there, what the journal is performing in the public domain. And it is designed to help the librarian with collection management in 1960. It has since become a common proxy for the journal quality. Yes, librarian are in the need of to analyze what journal I have to subscribe or which journal I have to subscribe. Why? What is the relevance of that? Sometimes we, the authors, publishers, they are willing to subscribe different journals. We have to just visualize what is the impact factor of the journal. And we, the authors, scholars, academicians, are in the position to visualize and analyze, okay, which journal has the highest impact factor, that has the good performance and better performance. Yes, I agree with it. Therefore, the impact factor is a simple research matrix. It is what? It is the average number of citations received by articles in a journal within 2 years window. Let me clarify. The impact factor is based upon the 2 years performance. The formula is available there. The Web of the Science Journal Citation Reports, acronym is JCR, publishes the officially result annually based on these calculations. Calculation of what? Number of citations received in 1 year to content published in the journal. The formula is this. Mean to say, suppose a journal is available. It has published 1000 papers in 1 year. I just take an example. In 2018, our journal has published 50 articles. In the next year, again 50 articles. In the third year, again 50 articles. Total articles are 150. Mean to say the present year and previous 2 years. Because of here is number of citations received in 1 year to content published in the journal into during the 2 previous years, then divided by total number of articles and reviews published in the journal X with the previous 2 years. The name of the journal is X, number of citations received in 1 year, mean to say total. For example, you can see here, number of citations received in 2017 to content published in journal X during 2015 and 16. My year is 2017. I have to collect the detail or the citations of my work. Suppose I am the publisher of a journal. I have to collect the database. I have to collect the citations of my journal for previous 2 years. And I will give that data in 2017. 17 year is going on, or you can take the example of the 2021. Suppose 2021 is going on. I have to collect the data of the citation of 2019, 2020. 2 years are there. 2019, 2020. 50 papers were there. 50 papers were there. 100 papers are there. And out of them 100 papers, only 20 citations are there, then the impact factor will be 20 divided by 100. It means to say the impact factor is my 0.2. I hope it is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now how can I get the impact factor for my journal? Yes, you have to enroll your journal in different databases, and then you will gather the information about your citation, and then you can visualize where your journal stands for. If my citations were 200 and my papers were 100, my impact factor is 2. It means to say the impact factor is going to increase. On what basis? Because of the citation work which I have used. Now, different citation indexes are there or indices are there which are being published by different databases. Scopus is there, Web of Science is there. They provide the database or the research matrix on the basis of the citation. Now, the disadvantages. Advantages, okay, we can access the journal in that sense on the basis of the performance, and we can evaluate that journal what is its performance. But the disadvantages are there. Yes, we must know. One highly cited article can have a major positive effect on the impact factor, skewing the result for 2 years. For example, in these previous 2 years, citation was 1000 or 5000. Of my 100 articles, my impact factor is 50. After 2 years, that may be 0.02, only citations are 20. It means to say the impact factor is not giving the exact picture or the actual picture of that journal. We have to see the consistency of the journal with regard to its impact factor. If that kind of the impact factor is not maintained, not utilized in a proper way, then we can say it is not highly cited. Next point is JCR. You know the form of the JCR? Web of Science Journal Citation Report. I hope visible and audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I was checking who one is waiting. No problem. Second, the disadvantage of that impact factor. Journal citation report does not distinguish between citation made to articles, reviews, or editorials. Because of it will give the compilation of the citation. That may be of the review, book review may be there, or that may be editorial review, or that may be citation of the article. It means to say there is no categorization. On that basis, we are not able to visualize, okay, what is the basic research matrix or what is the basic impact factor on the basis of the research. Because of that impact factor does not visualize this thing. Another demerit is there. Next one is the impact factor only consider the number of citations, not the nature or the quality of the paper. Okay, I am an academician and I have enrolled 8 students under my PhD supervision or with my supervision. I requested all the authors, all scholars, please cite all my journals, please cite my all papers which I have published. By this way or that way, in your review of literature, on your conclusion, it is your choice where you are willing to cite. What did it mean to say? It will increase the impact factor of that journal. It will increase the impact factor of that article. But the exact picture is not available there. Therefore, you can't compare impact factor like for like across different subject areas, different authors. Number of citation does not guarantee the nature or the quality of that paper. What kind of the quality of that paper? You cannot estimate. If I am saying that next one is, I am a student of the science subject or the pure science subject, whole database is available, and I can do experiment and novelty idea or the naive idea I can generate. But if I am a social scientist, everyday behavior is going to change, and I do a survey, analyze the data and give the results. Who will rely upon it? Who will cite it? Different aspect. Mean to say discipline to discipline, subject to subject, area to area, the impact factors of different journal cannot be compared. An impact factor of journal of the social science may be 1. And in case of the pure science, that may be 5. The 5 impact factor of the science journal is not equivalent to 1 impact factor of the journal of social science. We cannot compare which one is best out of 2. There is no parameter. That is again one more demerit or disadvantage. Cannot show significant variation year on year. Yes, I told you earlier. In these previous 2 years, my citation were good. If you can see in case of the Google Scholar, 2013, the paper was published by me, and up to this 2020, citations were 11. It doesn't mean I was not a good researcher before 2013, no. And it doesn't mean I have opened my wings in the research area in case of the consumer behavior, no. Citations are going to increase because of that document was in the public domain and one can easily access. Before that, there was no any database, there was no any citation availability or the accessibility, and I am not aware till yet any of the scholar, any of the researcher, any of the academician, they have cited that work, but that journal is not in the online mode, that may be in the offline mode, but that particular reference has not been cited by anyone, and I am not aware of that. For example, Sanjana has published a paper, she has quoted my paper, but that is the hard copy which is available with her. I am not aware about that, and that journal is not able to access that citation because of it is in the hard form, it is not available online. Then who will prepare the impact factor? That's why I'm saying year on year basis, there is no variation is mentioned. In previous 2 years, my impact factor was 50. In the next 2 years, it is only just 0.2. Therefore, no any stability or the consistency is there. Another one is, what is the 5-year impact factor? Yes, nowadays, different journals nowadays revising their impact factor on the basis of the 5 years performance, using 5 year data rather than two, so that they can visualize or analyze their consistency of their impact factor. Similar, definition is same, formula is same, just change of the years. Number of citations in 1 year to the content published in journal X during the previous 5 years. We are in 2021. Just I have to calculate my citation, or I have to collect the database of citation from the year 2015 to 2020. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, only 5 years. That can be started from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Total number of citations were 1000. Total papers were published by my journal were 2000. Citation 1000, publication 2000. My impact factor is 0.5. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is known as 5 year impact factor calculation. Now, sometimes we pronounce this word eigenvalue, sometimes it is eigenvalue. But you have to use eigenvalue or the eigenfactor. It is the word which is also utilized in the SPSS software, statistical package for social sciences. Any of you is in the need of the analysis of the data with the use of the SPSS, you can contact me. No problem. I can help you.
Okay,
Because
sir.
of I have the particular software, but we can use with the help of the different scholars. But as and when you will feel, okay, there is a problem of the factor analysis, ANOVA analysis, or any kind of the problem you face, you can contact me. No problem. Now, the eigenfactor is what? Eigenfactor, it is simply the Web of Science or Journal Citation Report grew to include eigenfactor and article influence scores. It means to say it measure the influence of a journal based on the whether it is cited within other reputable journal over 5 years. It means to say the journal 1 is cited in the journal 2. That is eigenfactor. Simply, the citation from a highly cited journal is worth more than the journal with a few citations. Journal of Marketing is being cited in Journal of Commerce. Understand this example. If the Journal of Marketing is cited in the Journal of Commerce, that is known as the eigenfactor. It measures the influence of the journal based on whether it is cited in another journal or not. If it is cited, okay, performance is good. If not, then performance is not so good. Calculation is simple. Number of citations in 1 year to the content published in journal X in the previous 5 years, weighted mean to say first year 20, weighted mean to say 1 into 20 plus. In the second year 30, 2 into 30, that is 60, 20 plus 60. Likewise, you can add and you will calculate the weighted mean. Year into number of the citations. Year, number of the citations. Plus it, sum it, divide by the number of years. Then you can calculate the weighted mean. Okay. Divided by the number of total articles published in the journal X within the previous years. Means which journal you are going to cite. In which journal you are going to cite. Journal Marketing is cited in the Journal of Commerce how many times? And that is known as the eigenfactors. If it is not published, it is not cited in different journal, it means to say eigenfactor is low. And the reputation of that particular journal is not so good. Therefore, every journal is trying to cite himself, herself in that reputed journal. For example, I have published a paper in the Journal of Marketing, and the Journal of Marketing will try to get it published, its name, in the Journal of Commerce. Because of the publicity and accessibility of the Journal of Commerce is more in comparison to marketing journal. Because of the broader area is there, oldest journal is there, Indian Journal of Commerce is also there. That's why we are trying to get it published, get it cited in the reputed journal so that we can explore more and more. Now, one more thing I have to share with you all. To adjust the subject areas, citations are also weighted by the length of the references list they are in the form. Eigenfactor is calculated using an algorithm to rank the influence of the journal according to citation they receive. Only 5-year window is used and journal self-citation are not included. It means to say, if the citation of the Journal of Marketing is done in the Journal of the Marketing, it is not calculated. Just to calculate the eigenfactor, we have to treat those citations which are done by one journal in the another journal. I hope it is clear. Now,
Yes, sir.
article influence score. All are these available with the research metrics, and these are concerned directly, indirectly with the research metrics. Article influence score is a measure of the average influence of a journal's article in the first 5 years after publication. It means to say, suppose your document has been published in 2015 and next 5 years, how many times it has been cited? A score greater than 100, so above average level of the influence. How you will calculate it? 0.001 into eigenfactor of the journal. Yes, we have calculated the number of the article published in the journal over 5 years divided by the number of articles published. Mean to say, one paper I have published in Journal of Marketing, the same paper is cited in the Journal of Commerce. It means to say I have to take into consideration total citation, both the journals, after calculating the eigenfactor. Eigenfactor you know very well. How you will calculate? How many citations in the Journal of Finance, Journal of Commerce, of Journal of Marketing? Yes, point 2 may be there. That eigenfactor will be multiplied by 0.01. 0.01 into 0.02 divided by number of articles published in Journal of Finance or Journal of Commerce divided by the articles published in all journals. Mean to say, commerce plus marketing, number of articles may be 2000. Articles published in the Journal of the Marketing as well as the Commerce, we have to collect, we have to combine together. It will be the divisor of that, and the number of articles published in journal X, X is what? That as we are going to tell, the correlation coefficient is 0 to 1. Similar things here. Year impact. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
Yes,
you
sir.
sir.
are audible.
Now audible or earlier audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir, now audible.
Now, sir. Now.
Okay, now we have to discuss the site score. Screen is visible or not?
No, sir.
No.
No,
No,
sir.
Okay. We were discussing about the impact factor. Now we have to discuss about the site score. I just connect this device. Now visible?
No,
no, sir.
sir.
Okay. What the situation now?
Not visible, sir. Now it is visible, yeah. Processing.
Okay. I hope it is clear article inference score if you have listened it properly or just I repeat.
So it is clear.
Okay. Now the site score is there. Simply the site score is the ratio of the citation to the research published. Yes, sir, it is written here, but we have to focus on number of all citations recorded in us in year to the content published in Journal X. What is the Scopus? Scopus is a database which provides the series of the journal which are being indexed in that particular database. It provides the site score of every journal on the basis of the author also, on the basis of the research also, on the basis of the journal also. How you will calculate? Number of all citations recorded in the scope in 1 year. Two content published in the journal X in the last 3 years. 3 years divided by of the published in X in the previous 3 years. Same formula is there like impact factor. Now,
So your voice is not audible to me. Hello. Hello. Hello, Renu. Is my voice is audible to you?
Yes, Manju.
No,
Where is
No.
Not audible
Sir,
yet?
now audible.
Sir, now it is audible.
Okay, what I'm saying to you all. Now audible
Site
properly?
score.
Okay. We
Yes,
have
sir.
discussed the site score, impact factor, and other things regarding with regard to research metrics. And what is the JCR, SNIP, SJR, IPP? These H index, G index, I10 index, alt metrics are to be discussed in the next lecture. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes,
You are
sir.
audible
Audible.
now.
Okay. With these words, I again welcome you all that you have joined this class, and we will elaborate other things later on. Now I have to stop my recording and I will share